Now going towards the exit turn, or the entrance to turn 4. Tony thinks he's got the room clear, so he goes down towards the apex right by the curbing, but you can see the red and black car, Mikhail Aleshin, is still there. So Tony said somebody hit me because he just really didn't think anybody was there. Now, as a driver, you can feel that. You know that something has been hit on the back. You don't see what's behind you, obviously. You don't know the damage is there. Seeing out of these rear view mirrors is pretty difficult. The crew sees our telecast. They've got the TV right there inside their pit box, so they know the damage. The parts will be ready to be changed when he comes in pit lane.
Saw Hildebrand have to go to the runoff area.
Well, this might be why Hildebrand and Aleshin.
Oh. Wow, flying right up on top of that left rear tire.
Looked like Hildebrand was trying to make a move on Aleshin, and he was, Graham was trying to make a move on him, and they just way out braked themselves for the corner.
But watch Aleshin here. I think he dodges over at the last second.
Not really.
Yeah, I'd go back to the other angle. You see Aleshin looking in the mirror and react.
Flat tire.
Take a look at what happened. This is the initial start.
And up here is the 7 car of Mikhail Aleshin. Let's go ahead and roll here and see what happens. There goes Aleshin up ahead, and now he's going to just slide up the track, and Bourdais had nowhere to go. Hinchcliffe is coming down on Bourdais. No big deal. There would have been plenty of room had there not been a spinning car. Then down below, there's other people getting sideways. That's Marco Andretti. Not sure if he was hit, if he spun on his own. He probably had to just get on the brakes to check up.
Looked like Mikhail dove in here. Looked like he went. He's got Dixon on his side. He just lost it, flat out lost it. And he's had the eyes of the series chief steward on him. He's had some incidents with some other drivers this year and aggressive driving, and it just got away from him. Cold tires, slick track. Hunter Ray barely got around that, barely snuck by.
There were 4 wide behind him, and there's still guys coming in here that piled in.
Oh.
Yeah, big
that was
hit
Graham
there.
Rahal trying to sneak through the middle of Max Chilton and the wrecking cars of Aleshin and Marco Andretti.
Let's run with this. The car will go sideways. It looks like he's just got a lot of dirty air. Car goes sideways, and man, he's so lucky to collect that, and that there was actually another car there on the inside.
Inside, or one inside.
Yeah, you see, he was off the gas going in the turn.
Clear behind her, all clear there to come down.
By the way, the damage from the 7 car, Mikhail Aleshin, when Carpenter got sideways and came down and they had the contact. Look at that right side pod.
That's a lot of damage. It's on the outside of that car there. It's on his right hand, our left hand side. So as it goes past frame here, just look at all the damage on the side of the bodywork there. A big hole in the side pod.
Yeah, it's not going to be good, is it?
I think the stewards will have to call them in to change that part.
So the 30-year-old from Moscow with some bodywork damage, and that is going to need some attention from his team.
There's a Aleshin in the pits to see how quickly they change all of those pieces, if they do.
So now they're going to try and...
You got a problem there on that left front.
All right. So while they work on the 7 car, Dr. Jerry Punch has a few updates for us. Doc?
Yeah, back at the care center, we mentioned that Scott Dixon was in that violent impact earlier and walked out, and he told us on the air that his left ankle was bothering him, left foot was bothering him. So a moment ago, he came back to the care center and just walked out of here in a walking boot covering that left foot and ankle. So he will have that evaluated a little more here later in the afternoon.
As we watch from Aleshin's rear view camera here.
Auto run.
See the back end of Hinchcliffe's car was snaking back and forth, and you're just out of control. You can never keep up with it, Townsend.
There's 3 lanes here at Texas down the back straightaway. The problem is when Aleshin went wide, went 3 wide, he occupied the 2nd lane. He gave these guys nowhere to go. On board with Carpenter. Now watch this, Aleshin's up there, and Aleshin drops down into the 2nd lane, so Hinchcliffe has no room.
Inside. Well, we're going to crash. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down.
Oh. And that was Hunter Ray that came from behind him after Ed got turned.
I love it when the spotters state the obvious.
As we watch Mikhail, he floats it into the corner. hits that bump and it just gets loose. He buries the throttle to try to get it to spin all the way around, but it was going for the wall.
I like the commitment on the gas though, man. He was going into the fence and still going to hold it wide open.
Well, Dick Yeoman, McKellar comes up out of Thunder Valley and hits a little short straightaway, and it narrowly misses the Armco to the inside. Slipped back to the outside of the racetrack. The car hit the curbing, upset the balance, and he was along for the ride. We saw the replay, and upon impact, let go of the wheel at the right time. I mean, he was mindful of where the tire barrier was, and then the car careened off the tires and came to a stop. And a frustrating set of circumstances for sure for McKellar.
That is the last thing that Mikhail really needed to be doing to that race car. As we talked about, sat out the last race in Toronto, and Sam Schmidt said, hey, we need to start finding some results. That is the last thing that Mikhail needed to have happened. As you mentioned, Mark, I mean, he showed so much promise. Nearly won this race a year ago, nearly won Pocono a year ago, and it seemed like in 2016 he really took a big step in his career. I don't think you can argue that it's been a big step backwards here in 2017. Pretty significant damage to the rear wing assembly of that number 7 car. As Mark, this red flag is going to end the session here at Mid-Ohio.
Go back again to see what happened to Sebastian Saavedra.
Very similar to his teammate, James Hinchcliffe. Gets high into the gray and pretty heavy impact. Saved it once, and then it hooked back into the wall, and the right rear walloped as we get another angle on board. Same deal as Hinchcliffe.
Yeah, he just got high. Car coming out of the pits. Munoz coming out of the pits. He got in high, got into gray, and the front end was gone.
This is the Canaan incident. Now his tire's already down. He's sitting center of track there, and Harvey gets hit
by DeMello.
By Zach Clayman DeMello.
And both those cars were just trying to avoid the unexpected slow car of Tony Kanaan.
Just looking at that, I don't actually think that Jack got into Tony.
Oh, Kanaan's got a flat right rear already.